In Monroe County, Tennessee, on the banks of the Tellico Lake, you will find a reconstruction of Fort Loudoun. In the 1750s, deep in the homeland of the Overhill Cherokee, this area was on the edge of the British colonial frontier. Named for the Earl of Loudoun and Commander-in-Chief of British forces in the New World, John Campbell, Fort Loudoun was built in 1756 and 1757 on the south side of the Little Tennessee River, near its meeting with the Tellico River. During the French and Indian War, when Britain and France were struggling for influence across North America, British officials in South Carolina worried about French activity in the Mississippi Valley. They wanted to keep the Cherokee alliance strong. The fort was meant to be both a military post and a symbol of British power. Fort Loudoun was important to the Cherokee as well. British trade goods, weapons, tools, and diplomatic ties were needed in a dangerous world of shifting alliances. Fort Loudoun was supposed to help secure that relationship. In practice, it became a place where cooperation, dependence, misunderstanding, and conflict all converged. Inside the large log palisade were the working parts of a frontier garrison. There were barracks for soldiers, a powder magazine for storing gunpowder, a blacksmith shop, corn houses, storehouses, a guardroom, and officers' dwellings. Native people also visited and traded with the fort. Fort Loudoun stood in the territory of the Overhill Cherokee. Nearby was the Cherokee town's Tuskegee, whose site is now covered by Tellico Lake. While initially relations were friendly, the alliance was fragile. War spread across the frontier. Violence between colonists and Cherokee people began to flare up. Eventually, in 1760, what had begun as a strategic military and economic alliance had become a siege. In March of 1760, Cherokee forces surrounded Fort Loudoun, cutting off its supply lines. By August, rations were dangerously low, and Captain Paul Desmarais surrendered. On August 9, 1760, about 180 men, along with women and children, left Fort Loudoun under surrender terms and began marching back towards South Carolina. The next day, the Cherokee warriors attacked the retreating group. Officers, soldiers, and women were killed, while many survivors were taken captive. Fort Loudoun was never again used as a British military post.